Hey, in this video today, I'm going to give you my honest physical therapist review of these 4 Icy Hot pain relief products. I'll give you the up close view of those. Now, Icy Hot has been around for over 50 years in developing pain relief topical analgesics, which is basically things that you put on your skin. Topical just means you put it on your skin, and analgesic means it's a pain reliever. The original Icy Hot formula uses menthol and methyl salicylate as the main active ingredients. Now the Icy Hot Pro, the dry spray here, uses camphor and menthol and does not have methyl salicylate in there as an active ingredient. Now these are all marketed for use with muscle and joint body aches, pains, sprains, bruises, and osteoarthritis. I'm going to show you what each of these products looks like, how to use it, how to rub it on, what the actual stuff looks like when it comes out, as well as my honest physical therapist review, and I'll throw in some information about the main active ingredients and some research about them as well. So let's get into the original Icy Hot. This is brand new right here. I have not opened it. Here's what the tube looks like. This is the 3-ounce container, and I'm gonna open it up. It's already ready to go. So this is a little some came out right there. This is a cream, just so you can see that there, and block it. It is just like a cream. So it's a water-based, not oil-based, meaning it's going to be absorbed by your skin. So I'm gonna put it on different parts of my body, different ones. So it says to just rub a layer onto it and just rub it in, so you can see the cream there, and it already has a strong menthol smell, so kind of minty, and it's already kind of tingling, giving me that cool sensation on my skin. And then you give it some time, and then that burning effect comes in afterwards, and it's not like a real aggressive burn. It's like a mild to moderate kind of sensation that you get off of using any of these products, Icy Hot brand products. Now to be specific here, let me read you the directions. It says, apply a thin layer to the affected area, massage into painful area until thoroughly absorbed into the skin, and repeat as necessary no more than 4 times daily. Do not use this with children 12 and under without permission or consulting a doctor first. And then it does say to wash your hand afterwards. With any of these products, by the way, that's kind of a given. If you rub it on your hand and then have to rub it on your skin, you should go wash your hands right afterwards. So let me just put this back in here and show you the next one. And it is already like real tingly right here on my arm. Not bad at all. It's not uncomfortable, but I can feel a different sensation. And just to give you the full disclosure, Icy Hot is not paying me to do this. This is just a honest physical therapist review, and I'm just trying to educate you with my knowledge and give you my perspective, which I'll give you more details on that later. Let me just show you these products. So next we have the balm here. Now the balm is different in that it is oil-based, so that means it might potentially get onto your clothing. So just watch out for that and think about that, consider it. And here's what it looks like. It's kind of a whitish, clearish substance, and I'm just gonna get in there. It is hard. You have to kind of break the surface of it, and there it is. It looks just like that. It's kind of like a frosting, almost like a hard frosting. Now I'm going to put this on my other fingers and put it on my other arm and just give you a comparison of how it feels, because this one's already burning. It left the icy stage and went into the burning stage. So I just have a little bit there, and I'm applying it into my forearm muscles. And it goes right in. I don't know if you could see me glistening a bit, but it is oily. Compared to my other arm, it's probably glistening a bit too, but it doesn't feel oily. It just feels kind of moisturized. This one is definitely oily. You can just feel the oil between your fingers there. Now, just to give you the specific instructions on this, and just to cue you in case you have this or are considering purchasing this, it doesn't say on the back of the little container here where the instructions are. You actually have to go to the sticker right on the top here, and it says real small there, peel here. So you just dig in there a little challenging to get, and then you peel it back and there's the directions there and some other information. So it says, apply a thin layer to the affected area, massage into the painful area until thoroughly absorbed into the skin, and repeat as necessary, no more than 4 times daily. And of course, wash your hands with soap and water afterwards. Watch out with kids 12 and under. Don't let them use it unless the doctor says it's okay. So there you have the Icy Hot Balm. This one uses menthol and methyl salicylate as well, just like the cream, the original cream. Now let's go on to the foam. We have the pain relieving foam here. Now this one I've never used. You're about to see me use this for the first time on camera. I saw this and I said, I gotta just have like a live reaction to this because I've never seen the foam. It just says it's only got menthol on there, so not the methyl salicylate. And I'm looking at the back of the bottle, same thing here. It says just menthol 16%. Let me give you the instructions here so that I can know exactly what I'm doing here. It says pump slowly and apply to the affected area not more than 3 to 4 times daily. Wash hands thoroughly with soap and water after each use. Children 12 and under, consult a doctor first. So pump. Here you go. It's watery. See it running down my arm right there. There's the other one. And I guess you have to rub it in. I mean, that's plenty. 2 pumps for my forearm here is plenty. Whew, that is watery. Well, that's kind of cool. And it's not oily, it's definitely watery, so that's good. That means it's probably not going to stain your skin. It has a very strong menthol smell to it, of course, given that that's the main active ingredient. And it rubbed in really quick, didn't lose a drop whatsoever. It was absorbed by my skin very easily. So that's pretty cool. As you saw there, it just took seconds to rub in and be absorbed. 2 pumps was enough to cover my forearm. So if you're using this on your leg or back, you might need 3 or 4 pumps. Maybe just put 1 or 2 pumps at a time so that you don't drip all over the place. So just watch out with that as you saw that. So there you go. That's the pain relieving foam. Let's move on to the Icy Hot Pro Spray. This is a dry spray. I'm interested in this one because you don't have to rub it in. You're just supposed to spray it on. Now let me just read you the directions here. Like the foam, I have not used this one. It says spray the affected area not more than 3 to 4 times daily. Product will quickly dry on its own and does not need to be rubbed in. Very cool. Wash hands thoroughly with soap and water after each use. I guess just to be safe, right? You haven't rubbed it in, but be safe. So it's locked here. It says lock. I don't know if you could see that there. Okay, so it's locked. It's in the locked position, which just means that the little nozzle is not visible there. So I'm going to unlock it by just turning it that way. Now the nozzle is right there, and now I could press the top button. I'm going to put it on my other forearm on this side. So I've used the original Bengay cream here, then I used the balm on this arm, then I used the foam right here. Now we're going to do the dry spray right here. So let's see how much comes out with a little squirt. Cool. So it says not to rub it in. I definitely smell that. Looks like you can just do some easy sprays, and it's drying for sure. The first pump that I did right here is still a little bit wet, but I think I was just a little too close. So it looks like you need to be about 4 inches away, maybe 6, just depending on how big the area is. And it's drying up. It's just taking a little bit longer right there because I sprayed. But all these other areas that I sprayed, I just kind of did a pass quickly, and it's already dry. And I can feel it tingling for sure. Now, it's been just a few minutes here, and I definitely feel this is strong. This is where I put the original Bengay lotion on, this one here. I think I feel the foam next, and then lastly the balm. And I just sprayed on the dry spray, the Pro here, which, by the way, this one has camphor in it and menthol, not the methyl salicylate. So just to give you a comparison, now I'm gonna keep going into the rest of the information on the video, and we'll see how they each feel. I've put them all within just a few minutes of each other, so I can give you my honest review of the sensations that you're getting with each of these products. Just line them up for you there. Right now, all these products have menthol in them, and menthol is a derivative of the mint plant. You can grow mint in your garden. They have it at stores. You can buy fresh mint. It's of course in chewing gum and candy, breath mints, that kind of thing. And so it's a natural occurring substance from a plant. Of course, it is kind of broken down. The oils are taken out to create menthol, which is then eventually put into these products. So I like that. I think menthol's an easy, good thing to use as a temporary pain relieving agent. Now, methyl salicylate, a lot of people ask, what is that? And I might be mispronouncing it. I'm not in the medicine world, so I commonly mispronounce medications. So if you're a doctor out there or a nurse and you're like, you said that wrong, that's why. I'd love for you to comment on here with the proper pronunciation so that I can get it right. Now, menthol salicylate is a derivative of the wintergreen plant. So it's kind of like a mint plant, but not exactly the mint plant. They will distill the oil from it, and they can do different stuff with it to make products just like these. So it's also kind of a natural ingredient. And the difference is it's not a ingredient that was formed in a lab from a combination of different molecules without like a true derivative from a plant or from something that is naturally occurring in nature. So overall, so far, Icy Hot seems to be a naturally based product, of course made into a lotion, a balm, or spray or foam. Now, methyl salicylate is the active ingredient in Bengay as well, and I forgot to mention about menthol that's also in Bengay as well as Biofreeze. Now, this specific Icy Hot product, the Pro Dry Spray, has camphor in it. Now, camphor does tend to take a little longer to react on your skin. Now, camphor is what is found in Tiger Balm as well as Bengay. And it's a substance that comes from the camphor tree. So it's also a plant or a tree out there that you can grow, and the people that make this stuff distill it in a lab and pull out the camphor chemical in order to put it into this product here. Now, the research for menthol, methyl salicylate, and camphor is, there's not a lot of research, but there is research supporting it as a pain reliever as well as other stuff in the medical field. So if you ever go into any of the research databases, you'll find that it's used for more than just pain relief, but it is shown to have relief for people that have pain. So all these products are scientifically backed. Not by the best research, but there isn't any available, so that doesn't mean that it's not helpful. You could try it yourself and see. Like, I can tell you right now, both my arms are tingling quite a bit, and not in a bad way. If I had pain, it would probably feel nice to get a break from the pain. Let's talk about the side effects of using all of these Icy Hot products. Now, these all have the same basic side effects, which are pretty much just redness and irritation. If you put this stuff on your skin and it starts to get red, that's not a good sign. That means you're reacting to it somehow. You might have an allergy to one of the ingredients in these products. Irritation is another one. So redness comes along with irritation, but you might also get like a rash looking thing where it gets bumpy, like the texture of your skin changes. That's not normal. That's definitely a side effect. Now, it's not common, but the nice thing about using these products is the side effects aren't severe in most cases. You'll get over the redness, any irritation, go wash it off immediately, and look for a different way to get some pain relief. This might not work for you if you get some redness. And some other things that are pretty obvious are make sure to wash your hands after applying any of these products, especially if you rubbed it in, because that stuff's going to be on your hands, and if you go to touch your eye, your nose, your mouth, or any other body parts that you don't want to put Icy Hot on, you are going to be in trouble. Not probably medically in trouble. It's just going to burn your eye. It's going to burn wherever you're putting it where it's not supposed to go. It's not going to feel good, so it's not something to be doing. Now, let me give you my honest opinion about Icy Hot. I think it's a fantastic product. Now, I've been here for several minutes with all 4 products on my arm. I have the lotion, the original lotion right here. I have the balm right here. I have the foam on this part of my arm and the dry spray on this part of my arm. And they are all working effectively. I can feel them all. Now, I do have to say that the cream, the first one that I put on, I feel the most intensely. I didn't quite measure exactly how much I put on. You saw in the video, you can rewind. I didn't put on very much, but it feels like that one's the strongest. And just to give you a little more information about this, you can see the top strip right here. It has 10% menthol and 30% methyl salicylate. So that's the highest concentration compared to these other ones. For instance, this one is 16% menthol, but no salicylate, methyl salicylate. This one is, you're gonna have to zoom in here. The active ingredient is right there, and you can see the percentages way over here. No. We're gonna have to zoom in here. The active ingredients are right there. So we have 7.6% menthol and 29% methyl salicylate. So it's technically a little weaker than this one. And then we have the dry spray, which is 11% camphor and 16% menthol. It says it right there. I hope that zooms in and is clear for you guys. You can always look it up on the website, or if you check out our links to purchase this down in the description from Amazon, you can also see zoomed in pictures of the products on Amazon. So they're all good. It's just a matter of which one you want. You could always apply more to get more of an effect, up to 3 to 4 times daily. Now, I don't recommend this if you have a chronic problem and you're looking to get relief from a chronic problem. Expect only relief from a short-term pain. So if you're dealing with especially osteoarthritis, like in your back or your knee, and you've had pain, swelling, achiness, trouble using your legs or your back because of this issue, don't expect to fix the arthritis with this problem, which I think is an obvious statement, but I feel like I have to say that to patients a lot of times because they don't realize that they've been slapping on Icy Hot for weeks and weeks and weeks on end, months even, without getting a significant improvement, because it feels good to put it on. You get that icy hot sensation where it gets kind of cold and hot at the same time, and it's a nice way to get some relief temporarily, and so you go back to it. But what do you do for the long term? That's the key thing, because this is not a long-term solution, none of these. These are great in the short term, and they're awesome alternatives to medications that are only created in a lab and aren't made from plants, aren't more naturally based. So I definitely would recommend this. But if you're at that kind of high pain level and you're relying on strong prescription strength medications or even over-the-counter medications that are very strong or highly dosed, then you've got to look at fixing the root problem so that you can begin to get long-term relief. And so that the problem isn't so bad, and you might benefit from using just something as light as this compared to a prescription strength pain medication or getting injections. And we've got tons of videos that cover a variety of different problems, especially for back pain and knee pain. We've got a lot of hip pain videos as well, neck and shoulder problems, ankle and foot issues as well. And we've got them organized nicely into playlists depending on the condition, like knee arthritis, for instance, or degenerative disc disease in the back, or stenosis in the back. All you got to do is go down into the links in the description below, and you'll find a link that takes you to the playlists in our channel here, and you can look through there and see what fits you best to begin to work on the long-term problem. I want to also let you know that we reviewed other products similar to this, like Bengay, like Tiger Balm, Biofreeze, and braces and devices, and we have those in a playlist as well. That's linked in the description below. I sincerely hope you get tons of relief real soon here, and that you can begin to learn from the videos here on our channel so that you can get long-term relief because you're hitting the root problem for your condition. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you in the next video, friends. Bye-bye.